Hey, it's Haley. Welcome to the Haley Show here on Auntie's YouTube channel. My name, of course, is Haley, and I'm the Canadian crafter behind The Foiled Plan here on YouTube. Now, on my own YouTube channel, I like to dabble in all different types of crafting, so just know that every episode of Hey, it's Haley on Auntie's channel is going to be different from the last. We might be foiling, working on sublimation projects, learning how to design things using Cricut or Silhouette, creating upcycled DIYs, working with resin, learning how to emboss. The list goes on, and I'm so excited to share all these fun crafty things with you. Today's focus is going to be on sublimation to create this fun apron. This project is going to be perfect for the beginner that's just starting their journey with sublimation. Let's get started. The first thing we're going to do after we open up the Auntie website is click on HoliDIY'S. Now I'm going to create a Thanksgiving themed apron because here in Canada, Thanksgiving is in October. Now any of these designs will work perfectly fine for this project, so scroll through and find one that you love. I'm going to actually use one from the design bundle that I created. So I simply click on the image and download it to my computer. Once the design is downloaded, I'm going to minimize this screen and I'm going to open up a software program called Inkscape. Now, if you've never worked with Inkscape before, it's a totally free program and it can do so many fun things. It can at times feel a little overwhelming because of the amount of menu buttons and all of the options you have, but I promise you, once you use it a few times, you'll get the hang of it and things are so easy to work with. So all I've done here is opened up my downloads and dragged and dropped the SVG bundle on the page. Then I click OK on the settings that pop up. Now this is similar to Cricut Design Space in the sense that when you upload an SVG bundle, everything is grouped together. So we're going to click on the Objects menu and click Ungroup. So now we can delete the images we don't want to use. If you're wondering why I'm deleting them in this order, it's because I was narrowing down which design I actually wanted to go with. Then we settled on boating season because I love a good pun. Now I'm just going to slightly zoom out on the page so I can see everything clearly, and I'm going to lock the aspect ratio so my sizing adjusts accordingly. Then I'll change my measurement from millimeters to inches, and I'm going to adjust my width. You'll see my height will adjust alongside that. Now, because this design is being used for sublimation and it has words, we're going to need to mirror or flip it around. So we're going to come up here and use this horizontal flip tool, and you'll see the design is now mirrored. Now, I very well could change the page orientation to be landscape instead of portrait, but instead I'm going to click on the object menu, and then rotate it 90 degrees. Now I just place it on the page. Now at this point I decided that based on the size of the apron I'm using for this project, the design was a little bit too big. So I just adjusted the height down to 8 inches and that was going to work perfect for this project. Now from the File menu we're going to select Print, and I'm going to choose the printer that I've converted for sublimation printing, which is my Epson EcoTank 2800. Feel free to pause on any of these screens to make sure that your print settings match mine, and from the Advanced menu, make sure your quality is set to high. Then we're just going to hit the print button. I found this apron at Dollarama for $3.50. Now, anything that's wearable should have a tag that shows you what its fabric content is, and this has 70% polyester, 30% cotton. So we're not going to get as vibrant an image like we would if we were printing on 100% polyester, but as long as there's still a good amount of polyester content, we're still going to be able to use it. In theory anyways. Now my heat press is set to 400 degrees and my timer is set to 40 seconds. The white sheet underneath the apron is called butcher paper, but you'll also refer to it as blowout paper when it comes to sublimation printing. First, I'm prepping the apron by pressing it for a few seconds to get rid of any wrinkles and moisture. Then I'm going to take our lint roller and roll over the apron. This is so important because look at how much debris it removed. Now I'm just going to trim down the design to make it a little bit easier to place on the apron. When it comes time to place the design, you may choose to do this on another surface and then move the apron over just to avoid potentially burning yourself or having the design start to curl up from the heat. Then I use a ruler to make adjustments and make sure that the design is placed exactly where I want it. Once happy with the placement of the design, I use heat tape to secure the sublimation paper to the apron. This is so important to make sure your design doesn't move around during the heat pressing process. If it happens to shift at all, you'll end up with something called ghosting, which is where your image looks fuzzy and blurred rather than that crisp, clean, sharp image we're looking for. For an even press, we drop the neck strap in behind the heat press, and we lay another sheet of butcher paper on top. Now we close and press for 40 seconds. Once we remove that butcher paper, we can see why we use it, because you can see that sublimation ink has managed to find its way onto that page. We'd rather have it on there than on our actual heat press to ruin our future projects. Now we peel away that sublimation paper. It might be warm, so just be careful. And we can see on the blowout paper underneath that there is a reason we use it. We don't want that ending up on our heat press to again ruin future projects. And now I like to press out any extra wrinkles on the rest of the apron before the project is finished. And voila! Looks like we're ready for boating season, aka Thanksgiving. Get your stretchy pants ready. All right, that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and creating this fun sublimation apron project. Again, my name is Haley, and this is the Hey, It's Haley show on Auntie Tay's YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed to Auntie Tay's YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of these Hey, It's Haley episodes in the future, as well as the rest of her crafty, creative content. And in the meantime, if you'd like to hang out with me and see all the crafty things I'm getting up to, my YouTube channel and the links to all my social media will also be in the description box below. You can find me at The Foiled Plan on any social media platform. All right, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.